So let me share my screen. So let's recap where we are. Okay. So everyone can see the screen.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So what we have done so far? So far we have configured the router. Okay, we have given these IP addresses in this side. In the firewall side, we have given inside zone security level this IP address and outside zone security level 0 this IP address. Okay, then we make firewall as a TCP server. Then automatically this machines got the IP addresses. And if you see here IP config, so you can see here, see 50.0. Who gave this and what is the MAC address of this particular server is ipconfig/all. So you will see the MAC address ipconfig slash all. Okay, can you see the physical address is 588C, and what is the IP address? 10.50 588C. Just go to the firewall. Can you see here 588C? Which server? Slash all. Okay, 72 dB. So if you see here, can you see here 72 dB? See, this MAC address got this host got this IP address. So now see here, firewall is treating as a DHCP server. It provides like this. You can connect 30 machines here and just put the DS. Okay, let me just let's say let me connect one of the server here inside side. Okay, I'm just connect. What I'm doing, just connecting cable from here to this server. Okay, that's it. Now just in this I will go to the config desktop IP address, just put a DSCP. Okay, see right now what it is showing 169 something, so it is not yet done. Can you see here the spanning tree is still running here? Can you see it is the orange one? So when you now don't ask me what is the spanning tree, please. So we are coming from the background. That part. Okay, now it is green. Let's move back here. Let's put here and let's say DSCP again. Can you see 10.53? Yes, your server is accessible now. So now what you can do, you can try gateway accessing 192.168.10.1. Yes, you can ping. Can you ping to your LAN machine? Yes, 10.50. Yes, you can ping. See, within the same LAN, 51. Yes, you can ping. Yes, so you got it. So now if you go to this ASA, now I'm in the ASA. So ASA, if you see the show route, see it has all the routes. So you can ping from ASA to the internet 8.8.8.2. You can ping. You can ping from ASA to the LAN 192.168.10. Any machine 50. See, 51. Yes, 52. Done. 53. Right. Show what is called show R. Can you see here? So ASA here also it's maintaining. Outside I got these two machines. One is the ISP router and one is the ISP one of the server. Okay, which I just pinged. Inside I have these machines 50, 51, 52, 53. Can you see it is in the sequence? So ASA, so this is not a session table. Okay, this is a R table. Okay, IP and MAC both are things will be there. And if you see show route, this is a routing table. And there is one more table maintained by ASA, show connection. When you say so show connection, see this command is not supported on the packet tracer. So, but in the real time, when you say the show connection, so that will be your actual connection table, session table. So you will see which guy is talking to which guy. Okay, so that's one. So now ASA has connectivity here, ASA has connectivity here. Okay, now let's see. Can can this machine go to the internet? How to check the internet connectivity? Just see ping 8.8.8.2. Are you able to ping? No. Why? So now you will ask me one question. This is a security level, all is security level 100. This security level is 0. So as per the standard, this should go, right? Higher to lower is allowed, right? It is allowed, but the ICMP, ICMP is dropped there. Okay, so we need to enable the ICMP in the ASA. How to do that? By using the class map, policy map, and the service map. So these are the steps I will show you here. So what I'm going to do? Okay, if you see here, so from here I'm unable to go to the internet. See, this guy is unable to go to internet. Even this guy also. Command ping 8.8.8.2. No, they are not going to internet. And there is no NAT also. So let's first enable the ICMP. So for that, what you have to do, you need to create first a class map. So let's give the class map name as a CCNA. Okay, I have given that. Now here you need to say match. Okay, match default traffic inspection traffic. So you need to say by default it will not inspect the ICMP. You need to say to ASA that please inspect this by default. So match default this one. So you created a class. Now second step, create the policy map. Just say policy map, and here give the name CCNP. I'm giving. For policy map name is CCNP. So in the policy map you need to call class map. How to call? Just say class CCNA, enter, and now inspect. Say inspect. What you can inspect? Can you see these features? You're asking. So what I'm saying, please inspect ICMP. Done. Accept. So and the final step, see class map created and policy map created. In the policy map we call the class map. And now final thing is service policy map. Service policy, and here you need to say this policy map CCNP and interface, and you need to apply it is on interface global. So this one CNP global. See, global means it will apply this inspect is applied on IC inside and outside, both side. So I have done this. So what I have done, if I see show run, if you come down, okay, can you see we created one class map, then we created one policy map, and in the service policy map we called a policy map. In the policy map we call this is the class map. See, they are different. First create class map, then policy map, and then service policy map. So this is required. So to enable the ICMP, we ask them to inspect the ICMP. Okay. So meanwhile, I need to configure the NAT also. Configure. What I need to do? I need to say create object. This is object based NAT. See, if you see the show version, see the show version is a 9.6. So with the 9.6 adaptive security appliance, so the NAT is totally changed. That's why I told you, if you work on 8805, 5505, so it is using a different type of netting that is having 8 dot version. But with the 9.9 dot version, the netting got changed. So how the netting is, it is object based. So you have to say object network, give any name. Let's say LAN. I'm giving the LAN. So I created the object LAN, and now you have to mention the subnet. What is your inside subnet? 192.168.10.0, 255.255.255.0. This is my LAN, right? So this is my LAN. So now what I need to do? I need to say NAT. What NAT? Inside. See, in the bracket inside comma outside. It should go from inside to outside, bracket close. Then it should take question mark. Okay, which NAT you are trying, dynamic or static? So I'm using a dynamic. So it should NAT to the dynamic interface. So what will happen with this? We told firewall that these guys which are 192.168.10.0 network, if they want to go to access the internet, do the pat on your public IP address of this interface. Okay, so how it will done now, see here. Now let me go back to this machine. Okay, and just now it was not pinging, right? Let's ping it. Can you see it started pinging? Let's try this one. Yes, started pinging. So can I go to the firewall and check directly here? Show xlat. Can you see? So what it's saying, ICMP traffic is found by firewall. It is, which is nothing but the pat from inside zone 192.168.51. This guy to outside. See 1.1.1. Can you see? The port is changed here. They are both are they're with the NAT when they are going to outside. So they are actually IP address getting changed. So everyone see towards the internet, your office your LAN is now represented by this particular IP address 1.1.1. So this is your nothing but the public IP address. Similarly, if I see, this is what the important. See, right now I have the internet. Okay, so if I ask, if I go here and if I say what is my public IP address, so to the public IP world, my IP address is this one. What it is going to show here. Okay, can you see 103.48.68.58? This is my public IP address to the world. And what IP address my machine have? See, I have the Wi-Fi connected. So if I go and say IP config, so can you see here my IP address is the private IP address given by my router. Can you see here 192.168.0.104? Who gave me my wireless connection? My wireless router gave this. But to the on my wireless connection, internet is connected, and to the internet, this is the public IP address. So when I am accessing the internet, actually I am by using the NAT, my IP address is getting here 103. So the same thing is happening here. Same thing is happening here. These guys, they want to access the internet. So the with the PAT. So if you go here, this guy, if what is the IP? Okay, ping 8.8.8.2. It's going to internet. So if you go and check the xlat, see the and this value will be gone in after some time. Timeout will be there. So you can see the similar, the similarly the show connection table will be something like this. You will see the which port is going and all. And can you see the pat means what will happen every time the different destination port you will your ports will be changed. Sorry, your source port will be changed. Different ports will be given to the every private IP addresses, but the public IP addresses will be same. Okay, now let's try browsing something. Let's see. This is nothing but this server, and this server is having some features also. So this server is hosting services called let's say HTTP. It is also hosting. See, HTTP is on. HTTPS is on by default. So let me go back and browse it from here. So if I go here, okay, and if I browse 8.8.8.2, what it is saying? Timeout. I'm unable to ping. See, I'm able to ping. I'm unable to browse that. If I go and browse from here, 8.8.8.2, again, no, I'm unable to browse that. Why? Because firewall is not inspecting that. So you need to go back here and say config terminal. In the config terminal, you need to say that go to policy map. You need to go back to policy map, CCNP. Okay. Then under policy map, class map is a CCNA, and here inspect HTTP. And also you can inspect HTTP. S is not there, right? HTTP. So now I ask firewall to inspect this one. So if I go and browse it again, once again, can you see? I'm able to browse it. Similarly, if I go here and browse it once again, browse. Similarly, this guy can ping to the internet. So if the same side, if I go and show xlat, can you see the NAT pat is happening? Can you see? 51 is doing what? TCP other connection. Okay, and on some port, can you see the ports? Source ports are different here. right? So but the common thing is these source IP addresses are getting pat to one single IP address on different ports. So this is how pat work is. So now our objective was these guys can access the internet. Yes, they are accessing the internet, but the main challenge here, can this outside can access to your internet, your LAN? Just go and check here. Go and say ping 192.168.10.50. See what it is saying? Destination host unreachable. Why? Because what is happen generally? What will happen? This ISP route actually it is going to this router, and this router don't have a route here. So okay, let's give the route. Generally in the ISP router, what we do, we give the LAN IP address, LAN subnet. So what I'm going to do, IP route 192.168.10.0 to 55.255.255.255.0. Now what is the next hop? Where this LAN is, this network, see, this network is not directly connected to this guy. That's why we are putting the static IP address. The next hop is 1.1.1.1. Done. So you have given the route. So if you see here, show IP route, so you have the LAN IP address statically. But can you check here? Can this guy? Okay, now it has a route, so it should go, right? So it should go. But if you go here, see, now the route is there, but something is happening here. Request timeout. So firewall is saying, boss, you are coming from outside. You are security zone level 0. So and you are trying to go to inside security level 100. That is not possible. I mean, this is my default behavior. So firewall is blocking it. See, firewall is blocking it. So, but these guys, they can go to the internet without restriction because it's their rights, right? 100 to lower, they can go, right? So this is your default behavior. So, guys, any doubts here? Is it clear?
Yes.
Sorry, clear
It's
or not clear?
clear. Yes. It's clear.
Anyone? Or is Omar Hosseini? Do you have any doubts related to this? Okay, so if silent means no doubts. Okay, fine. So now let's move that again. So now what we are going to do, we are going to create another zone called a DMZ zone. So let's say, okay, so see you have inside server, right? This server, what is this server IP address? IP config, right? So 192.168.10.53. So if I go to this machine and browse it, 192.168.10.53. Yes, I can browse because no one is there, right? Because how I'm going to do? I'm going to switch, and from switch to here, firewall is not coming into picture. This is called intra-zone traffic. But when you're trying to go and access from here, firewall is coming into picture. So this is called inter-zone traffic. Is I'm saying reverse, inter or intra? Intra-zone. Yeah. So here, like within a LAN, when you connect, so firewall is not coming to picture because they are into same zone. This machine, both are in the same zone, so they are not going to the firewall to take the request. Directly they can go access, right? So, but from can you see your that browser is for LAN, but are you if someone accesses here, let's say someone from outside 192.168. What is called 10.53, can they access? No, never. They will not access because parallel is blocking that. Okay, so what is the solution if these guys, okay, so is that mean that from outside no one can come inside? Yes, no one can come. but there is some request that you kept some public server. Okay, let's say this server is nothing but public, and you want people from internet any of the world, they can come and access this one. So when you place your server into the inside, it will be a bad security practice. Why? Because you're inside, you're opening from the outside, which is very risky. So what is the solution is? The solution is a DMZ, demilitarized zone. So what you can do is, you can take your server, okay, and take the another interface of the firewall, connect to the server, okay, and let's okay, so and let's say this is your public server 4.4.4.2, okay, and here you need to view again. See, when you configure this one, so you need to view uh, this interface. Again you will have a different network 4.4.1, or let's say some private IP address you are giving. So let's not make complicated. Let's say some network I'm using 4.4.1, okay. But here what I'm going to say, my zone is DMZ zone, DMZ zone, and security level is 50. So what does it mean? So it means that from 100, these inside people can go to 50, they can go to 0 because they are higher. From 50 they can go to internet, but still from internet no one can access this DMZ. So how to allow that? Then the security policies, the ACL will come into picture. So you need to control your traffic, allow, access, permit, deny via ACL. That is why you remember the ACL while learning the ACL on router, what we discussed. So ACL is nothing but your packet filtering. So the firewall control on the policy. So you need to say that uh, to the outside world, any like 0.0.0, they can come and access my 4.4.4.2 on the DMZ zone. So what will happen? The people from internet, they will come here and they will access the DMZ. But if they try to come here inside, they will not, because sorry, there is no policy. So now there will be in the real time. In the real time, what will happen? The best practice control, security practice what I have seen, that every interface, this is the inside zone, outside zone, DMZ zone. So you applied policies there. Okay, you apply the ACLs there, and you control all the traffic via the ACLs. Right. So ACLs we haven't touched here right now. Okay, so this is a DMZ. So let's configure the DMZ zone. So show interface IP brief. So if you see here, I connected where 1.3. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to say config terminal interface uh, Giga Ethernet 1 by 3. IP address is 4.4.4.1 255.255.255.0. Name is DMZ. See, whenever some name comes, some other name, so by default it is saying the security policy. Security is 0. No, no, no. I want security level 50. I define it manually and say no shutdown. So what I have done, show run interface Giga Ethernet 1 by 3. Can you see DMZ zone 50 and this IP address? So I can just go here, and on the here I can provide the IP address. Sorry, I can give the IP address here. Mine is my DMZ server 4.4.4.2 255.255.255.0, and the gateway is 4.4.4.1, which is nothing but the firewall. So now from DMZ server, can I ping to my gateway 4.4.4.1 4.4.1. Yes, I can ping. So yeah, this is a fine because you are from here you are reaching the gateway. But see, this is now guys, remember here very important point. What- okay, so you are here, so let's try pinging it. 4.4.4 ping 4.4.4.2. You're coming from where? Coming from intra 100 to 50. 100 to 50. So let's try first pinging from the firewall itself. Ping 4.4.4.2. Yeah, firewall can reach here. 4.4.2 firewall can reach here. So here ping. So the ASA 5505, the old packet tracer, where you can configure only two interfaces. But this firewall 55, that's why I asked you to install this one, 7.1. So it has, you can configure multiple zones, and this is how the exact work in the real time, which I'm showing here. So okay, so now where we are, okay, from here, can I go to the internet? 8.8.8.2, because it is in the security level 50. 52 it want to go to 0. It should go logically, it should go, but somehow it is not happening. So we may need to control it via ACLs. So what we'll do it, not today, tomorrow. What we'll do, we will control the traffic on the ACLs. So if you understand, you will see after this class I'm going to send you this lab. And if you do this lab, don't try DMZ. We will do it tomorrow. Okay, and just try inside to outside and ping and all. If you do this, so tomorrow we will control via ACLs. Okay, and if you are able to do the ACLs and the some routing part on the firewall, then you are done with the firewall. You can do any type of LAN setup. So routing, switching, and security, you can start putting your firewall into the zone, because in the real time in the ASA firewall, your actual work will be the adding the ACLs, modifying the policies, giving this guy to access this guy, this server to this server, this machine to this machine. This is how, and where to configure the policies here. So these security policies we will control by tomorrow. Okay, but this is how, and this is very important. Is a lab. So what we have done, we configure this one. So don't try the DMZ now. Okay, you can try it after tomorrow, because I need to explain some more things before moving to DMZ. Actually, my agenda was just to show you inside and outside today, and DMZ in the next lecture. But somehow I told, but no problem. So you just do this practice, and tomorrow, one second. Uh, yeah, tomorrow we'll continue our timing 1 o'clock. Okay,
Yeah.
is it okay for everyone? 1 p.m. IST.
Yeah, for me it's okay now.
Okay,
Certainly.
okay, fine. Because tomorrow is Saturday only, right? So
Yeah.
So we will stop here. So what we have learned, we have learned the Cisco ASA. We configure the Cisco ASA. Okay, by security zones. We configure the this as a DHCP server. We check here, and we have seen the default behavior, like from higher security to lower security. It can be reachable via class map, policy map. We have done this one, and we check the NATing also, dynamic NAT. We tested here to here, but from outside to inside no one is coming here. That's the default behavior we check. But if you want to allow outside to inside, then you need to explicitly define here as a security policy or ACLs. You know, to define here that this guy can come to talk to this guy. The security rule should be here. Then only it will allow outside to inside. But generally, as I told, outside to inside, we don't keep a server. We use the DMZ server. So like this, the communication will happen. Okay, that DMC will discuss more tomorrow, and some more things about ASA. We will try to take some course which here will do the routing between these and all. So these are directly real time scenario I'm showing. I'm sharing you guys. So this is how happening in the real time world. So nothing new. So whatever you, if you do a practice here, then it will be like you're working there. Only what will happen in the real time, um, machines will be there, you will be have IP. So you need to go and verify that. Okay, if you get a Cisco ASA CLI, just check that show IP address. How many zones I have? I have inside, outside, and DMs. Yes, I have this. Show route. How many routes I have? Which routing protocol? Oh, static routing. Default route is here. So like this, you need to explore. Show run. Just put the running configuration. See, okay, Cisco ASA host name. This is inside, outside, and the route is given. And there is one object NAT is also happening. And there is a class map, policy map is happening. And DSCP. Okay, this firewall is DSCP also. Let's see. Show DSCP. Um, show DSCP binding all. I can see that. Similarly, show DSCP state. So configure for server. See, interface inside configured for the DSCP server to see. So like this, we need to explore. If you get a router access, so just go here into the router. Okay, give me the access. Okay, now see, enable. I got the password. Now check. Show IP interface bridge. First command. Okay, how many interfaces? This one and this one. And you can see show run. So just say here, okay, router, and okay, interface description is important. Okay, this interface is going to inside, this is going to outside. Then take a pen and paper and draw the diagram. Okay, this is the internet, this is the ISP, and this is public IP address. Okay, go down. IP route, this is nothing but, okay, my route is here towards downstream. Then what else? Nothing else in the router. So you can just try to ping from here. Can I ping to internet 8.8.8.2? Yes, I can ping. Okay. So this is how we need to explore routing protocol, which is working. Similarly, if you get a switch access, just see BTP, see the VLAN, see the this. So this is how, this is what we do. So you know what? Whenever I join any new organization, so what I do, just give me the access or give me the running configuration. So based on that, I create my own topology. So okay, this is how this is going. Take the pen paper. Okay, from here to here it's going. Then firewall. Okay, this IP address show interface IP brief. So outside means okay here, right? Show IP address. If I put this command, okay, outside it is going to 1.1.1. Then obviously my router interface should be in the same network 1.1.1.2. Can you see here 1.1.1.2? So this is how, because here to here there will be same network, here to here same network, here to here same network, and there will be routing between here. Static route, default route, routing, and will be there. Somewhere your F5, your DMZ servers, your DMZ application will be here, and this will be a front end, and their database will be here in the inside. So you need to open a DMZ to inside rules here. So tomorrow we will discuss more on that. Okay. So let's
Yeah.
stop here. It was, I think, um, how was the session? Was it
Well, it's very good indeed.
okay? Fine. So only Muhammad is saying. Otherwise, I think for remaining the session was very bad. I know. Sorry for that.
Yeah, of course, the session was very good.
Okay. Okay. Fine. Okay. So we'll continue tomorrow 1 p.m. Okay. Please be on time. So we'll continue. We'll see the DMZ log. Okay. Thank you. Bye.
So.